Forgotten what button to hold on. I need a microphone as well. There's the microphone attached to the computer? I think it is, right. Get that into position. Might be able to hear me. Tragedy, that would be. Nice. Organised chaos as ever. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Hope you're all well. Tuesday again. And as an update to the end of last week's stream, when I said I would go away and work on the images more off stream and then show you this week, I haven't done anything. I've barely thought about photography this last week. It's just there's just too much going on. So I haven't done anything about that apart from when I was like making today's thumbnail for the stream, and I was like, oh yeah, there was that picture from last week, wasn't there? And then promptly went, I need to make a thumbnail and not think about that. So, excuse me, windy today. So anyways, good evening again. Hope you're all well. John, I know that message was there at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, so I hope you're well if you are here. Good afternoon, Peter. Good evening, Paul. Paul, I do apologise. It's Thursday. I knew I said there was a chance, but Thursday, I think it was like Friday morning before I realised. I always thought, God, yesterday it disappeared in a flash. And then I was like, oh, Paul was around, wasn't he? So I apologise for not getting back to you on Thursday, mate. Didn't have a chance to barely leave the house. I can't remember what I was doing because it's all just a blur at the minute. But I just had no time. So hope you had a good trip anyway, and took some good pictures when you were out and about around here. Good evening, Alistair. It's been a while. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Good afternoon, Kathleen. You're still in a panic? I'm terrible for getting back to people. I think I take cues off other people. Good evening, Sturgio. I think it's evening anyway. And evening, Andrew. How are we all? Have you all had a good week? Has everybody been behaving themselves since last Tuesday? Evening, Simon. So, in an update from since it feels like lots of things have gone on since last week. I can't remember what. But anyways, I don't know if I had it last week, but I have a new top, and it's not blue and it's not grey. It's made by the same bloody company. So there might be a variation of 3 tops on stream now. Well, actually, it might just be 2 because I did burn a hole in one of them. So a slight variation in attire for stream. Because you know me, you might as well call us Mark Zuckerberg, because I just wear the same stuff, just, clean versions all the time, because that's the way I rule. He's still buried in snow. Oh my God. It's too late in the year to be covered in snow, Peter. They do, Paul. I was there for the opening of it, for the unveiling. I was covered in a Hessian cover or whatever, and they withdrew it. I was there for that, and the guy, I think he's called David Hill, who wrote the book Turner in the North. He was there, so I had a bit of chat with him. Well, I was like 2019, 2018 or something like that, wasn't I? 2019, I think it was, Paul. Pre-COVID, anyway. So yeah, it was a while back. But yes, they've got 3. Actually, there's 3 things at Norham highlighting the Turner connection. There's one in the main kind of the market square type thing, but it's not market square. Little triangle of of grass. There's one there, and there's one up at the castle as well. That was all paid for by then. I haven't, Sergio. I haven't tried Photoshop on the web. After last week, I probably should. I haven't tried it. Is this new? Have I missed out on an update or something? Is there a is there an update which I haven't done? It says that Photoshop is up to date. Oh, I'll have to do some. I haven't had time to. I think my stuff only got updated because it was on like auto update. I haven't had time to do anything really. So there's processing in the cloud. I will have to have a go at that then. I will have to have a try. I did see a couple of videos on YouTube about AI or processing or in Lightroom. I don't know, that may be a completely different thing though. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a completely different thing, as I am starting to get very much behind the curve. But I did get an invite to try the Google Bard chat AI thing today. So fast and easy. It's Adobe. It can't be fast and easy, Sergio. Nothing's fast and easy with Adobe. Yeah. So the Google AI thing. I clicked on the join waiting list for that. So we'll see about that because I am a Google One subscriber. So I got an invite to be added to the waiting list. I must try the ChatGPT 4. But I think that costs you. And at the minute, don't particularly want to subscribe to another AI thing. I already subscribed to Midjourney and use that about once a month when I realise I've been charged for it. But they've just upgraded to version 5 of Midjourney, and it's so good. It's like you if you want people in it, it's photographic now. Who needs photographs? That it does, Andrew. It does take your money. Runs away with it and doesn't do anything. All right. Interesting. I will delve deep on that, Peter. I will have to have a go. I mean, for nothing else, but for stream, because like obviously the PC takes quite a bit of effort to stream, and then when you're loading gigabytes of files into not only having Lightroom open, but Photoshop open as well, and it's doing everything. It's a bit resource hungry, so I will have to have a go. Right, is there anything else I need to update you on? New top priorities. I also have new glasses because I am blind now. I'm officially old. Of course I'm very ugly once you put the glasses on. So I have new glasses. These are a bit. I think they're a bit bigger than the previous set. They're a bit thicker than the previous set as well. So they are just for reading. They're not for long distance because my long distance is very good. But yeah, just starting to get the eyes used to them. I'm fine. They make quite a hell of a difference when you've got the phone there in front of your face for subscribing, for flicking through TikTok all day. But it's this kind of middle distance of where the computer is. It's quite good today, but the first couple of days I was like, I might need to take these back because they're not very good. But yes, new glasses. Obviously, the cheapest frames I could get because I'm like, well, nobody's gonna see me in them. Forgetting that I would be wearing them on stream. But then again, when you look like this, Who cares about a pair of glasses to make you look even stranger? So, but don't worry, the photographs will still not be sharp. They will still be very much blurry. The middle-aged idol. Well, I mean, I don't know what I posted about this somewhere. I can't remember where, but I've gone from 2 and a bit years ago from like 20/20 vision at all distances to thinking I need to get my eyes tested, and then I got like 2 years ago getting my first pair of glasses, and like they are the weakest prescription you can get, to going back thinking, well, my eyes are fine, I never wear my glasses, no problem at all. Go in and go, oh, your eyes have got worse. So I think I've jumped 2 levels on one eye and 1 level on another. And it's like, for God's sake. Really, Simon? Well, I got a free eye test. I mean, this is one of the things about being on income support. I got the eye test for free, and I got so much off the glasses. So it cost us like 30 quid. So it was like the cheapest, nastiest. I mean, I was like, the last guy was like, what kind of glasses do you want? I'm like, black ones. So I think they didn't really have anything that was in black. So I've got these, they're like bloody tortoiseshell brown things, which is fine. But yeah, not ideal. Like I say, it's not like I'm going to wear them when I leave the house or anything, because I can read fine. It's just sometimes it's a bit doubled up, that's all. So I think today I think this is the first time I can see the benefit of them. Because the other day when I was kind of moving around, I was like, everything's a bit doubled when I look over at that screen. But now, yeah, having to get used to them. So you will see me in glasses more often. There'll obviously be the times where I completely forget to wear them, because I don't really need them. I can see perfectly well without them. It's just that things like words start blurring together, or being double vision or whatever. At times, I can read the text on the name of the presets in Lightroom there, no problem at all without them. So I don't know at what point they're meant to make a difference. Anyhow, that was my week. Right, so cracking on with today, because it's already heading towards 8 o'clock, and we've probably lost all the people that aren't regulars. They're probably already gone. I know it gets worse, doesn't it, Andrew? It does. ICM is better without the glasses. To be honest, it's all the same, Simon. It's all the same. It's all pretty bad. Excuse me. Right, so let's press this button. And hopefully, yes, we do. We do switch. 1987. There's a long time to be wearing glasses. Actually, to be honest, I mean, I'm nearly surprised I kind of need them, because like mother doesn't wear them. She's like 80s. Father just had some bog standard reading ones, which is maybe the way I need them from. But he had the same set for 40 bloody years. So I'm quite surprised I was actually needing them, because I was thinking, I've got 20/20 vision, I'm fine. I think the one in the Holy Grail was Castle Stalker. This is Eilean Donan Castle, but they do look fairly similar. They do kind of. The Castle Stalker, I think, sits on an island, and this one is kind of a little bit of it's a bridge across a causeway type thing. But yeah, very similar. People do get them mixed up though. I also might be completely wrong, which wouldn't be a surprise. But yeah, Eilean Donan Castle. It's a very famous one. Everybody tends to photograph it when they're out there. Have I got a sharp shot of it? So there's, you can kind of see how it sits there. But I think the main view of it, I don't know if I took I did take a sharp image of it. Is that, which you may well have seen it with, like water coming across here and the bridge across. I didn't go like looking down the bridge, which is another famous viewpoint of it. I just took it from here because there was a bit of sunshine hitting this side of it. And we only basically had like 10 minutes here. Right, where am I? So I did I've been through and picked out possible frames to use. Was this one in Highlander or was it Paul? Right. I know it's a well-known spot, and it's an often photographed spot as well. But I really struggled with photographing this because it was like from this angle especially was because it was backlit. And also it was quite small in the frame, so trying to move the camera around and not obliterate the landscape behind was a bit of a struggle. So we'll just see how we get on tonight. Rated. So the ones I've already picked out as possibles. Indeed. It's been a long time since the Highlander films came out, wasn't it? Well, that must have been, what, about 86? When they started, anyway. Right, need to go in the library mode for a bit of look through these. Now, I did take some at 35mm with the 16 to 35, but I did switch to the 50mm because it was so far away, quite small in the landscape, and having to move all this bright sky around. So I did move to so you can see the 50mm. I moved to the 50mm in an effort to try to make things better. And even here you can see I caught the sunlight down there, down that side. Was Connery in the Highlander? I remember? Obviously the guy with the long hair, whatever he was called, he was in it. I can't actually think I've seen all of them. It's all so long ago. He was. Okay. Right, Andy. Right. Pick some bloody frames and work with it. Right, I'm going to give some of these a 2-star rating, and then I can start piecing them together. Kind of want a mix of light and dark. Tempted to use this one. There's a little bit of nice structure about here. He was. I thought so. I had a feeling. Go with that one. And that one. Right. So let's give these 2 stars. 2 stars, and it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I've picked 6. What a mistake. Now, we'll see how these line up. Might end up just jettison this. Then again, there's a bit of nice. See, keep even catching the cloud there. Oh, on about older actors and accents. I watched a few weeks ago now, when I was in one of my depressive modes. So I lent into it. A very melancholic film called Mr. Morgan's Last Love, and it's got Michael Caine in it, playing a former Princeton professor living in Paris. And it's just Michael Caine with slipping in the odd attempted American accent. It is the. I was like, really? I just. Nah. Really good film. Really enjoyed it, but. I was like, Michael Caine. You could have got anybody to act in it. Somebody that was actually bloody American would have helped. Right, let's edit on this version because there's a nice mix of light and a little bit of structure. So use this one as the base edit. Now I'm in a little bit of a funny fettle today, so I'm thinking, looking at some not too creative on the old tones and stuff, but so maybe something a little bit further away from the regular kind of processing I would do in the colour schemes. So I'm just looking at the basic presets that you get in Lightroom, that are part of it. Just having a bit scroll down to see what they'll look like. Some of them got some weird, wonderful colouring in them. So I don't particularly want to go too far away from, I wouldn't say realism, but also don't really want any magenta in it. It's the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about with some of these. It feels like magenta is the enemy to my soul when it comes to processing these images. Must be something to do with Lightroom. Let me just go with this one and do a little bit tweak here. Possibly red, Paul, possibly. It'll all end up red anyway. A bit of contrast. Dial the highlights down a bit. Lift the shadows a bit. About there. He did, Peter. He did. Somebody has to. Right, so we got something like that. Detail, we need to flatten out the ISO and the lens corrections. And that's about there. Whatever, that's fine. Just sync. Actually, dust spots, is there any? Yes. This sensor's starting to get a little bit mucky. And sync all those across. Okay. And then we'll throw these over into Photoshop as layers. And then sit back and wait for 5 minutes. Why? But that takes the fun out of it, Paul, by penalising people for triggering the bot. That's the whole point of having the bot. Fundraising sounds an excellent idea, Peter. Anybody that is caught out by the bot for mentioning the R word and the blend if word has to donate via that link. Via that link has to donate a £1. And also, if you trigger it by saying donate as well, that's why that came up. Because Paul said donate. So he now owes £2. We will get up to that £50 eventually. That is at the top of the screen. Actually, that was a monthly donation ago. I think I started out about 4 or 5 months ago. I noticed you've all gone quiet since I mentioned that. Oh, it's like a swear jar, isn't it? It's taking a while. We're only up to the third frame blended together. $2, Peter. Thank you so much. That's very kind. But unfortunately, because it's a super chat, it doesn't go up against the. It doesn't get added to the monthly total. But thank you very much, Peter. It's very kind of you. But yes, all super chats are greatly appreciated. You can't see where you pay it. You see that link that says tips and donations? If you click on that, Paul, you can. I think it just takes you to a page where you can specify. I think links to PayPal. If I click that, where does it take me? Go to site. Yeah, just select amount of tip. And then it's linked to PayPal. Yeah. I like the sound of it, Peter. Right. Oh, is this finished loading? Fantastic. Right. If I get back to here. Right. So, before we lose anybody else. Is that on the stream elements bit, Paul? Or are you talking about YouTube? Because the donations are done through stream elements. So the interaction chat is just going to drop off because nobody's going to say anything now. Right, if I need to come back to this. Well, yeah, that's the YouTube one, isn't it? But in the link, there should be either a link in the description that is streamelements.com. There we go. An anonymous tip of £2. Thank you very much, Anonymous. And it is now added onto the monthly donation goal. So thank you very much, whoever did that, you anonymous person. So So yeah, you can leave it anonymous, so you can put your name in it. You can add a message as well, should you wish. It's great, this money making thing. Right, back to the image. Thank you very much, anybody, for that. All little donations and everything is very, very helpful and very much appreciated. You make the channel worth doing. Right, what the hell am I going to make out of this? Oh, I knew it was a bad idea to use this bloody castle. Right, multiply. Let's start lining some of these up. So I think we'll use this one as a base. So we need to move this on top of there pretty much like so. Tuesday's always a busy night for notifications. Ooh, quite like that. Just like that little strong little line just there. No, the trick is putting it somewhere constructive. This layer, if we can just make out the edge of everything. This one needs to come down a long way if we end up retaining the use of it. I have my thoughts that we might not. And then this layer, where the hell's that? About there. Right, so right, I'm going to leave that one out because I don't think it's really doing anything. So I'm going to look at other blend modes, see what things are doing. I think there's some nice stuff going on over here. So it's a case of what gets retained. Not so sure about the soft light and all this kind of stuff. Oh, what's that one pin light? It's a bit of a strange result, doesn't it? Ooh. Possible for a daft one later, maybe. So what we're going to do with this then? We could. We could do a very light one, kind of like that. I know. Well, that's the thing, Peter, because there was really no detail in it because it was so contrasty against the background. So it is going to be a struggle. I'm thinking there is a bit of a possibility of a light version, kind of like this. Well, it would be very, it's looking very abstract. So maybe like that. It is a bit of a blob, but there's some interesting light coming off here. We are using the light and blend mode here, obviously. So what I think I might do is just do one of them stacked things. You know what I mean. Shift Control Alt and E. I don't want to select it. And then, so I've got that grabbed so I can work on that later. The Blobfield Castle thingy middle. Exactly. So we've got a bit of this, and I do like this kind of light over here. So I'm going to stick this into a folder. So we're going to play with that later on. But this group, I still think we can maybe do. Not really darken because that loses the light on the right hand side. Or do we? Do we use darken for the first time in a long time? Do we thin out multiply? That looks actually with that. So that's only 2 frames. So I could actually put this one in, and that gives a bit more structure on the left hand side. So that kind of works. And it's not too strong. And to be honest, you could kind of not scale it back. Drop the opacity, so it's only just like a hint here. BCT for short. So we can maneuver this out of here. Then we're retaining a lot of this stuff here. What it'll look like when I start doing the Analog Effects Pro stuff, I don't know, but yeah, there'll be quite a few in Germany. We did have a lot of warring going on there, didn't we? 2 halves ago. I see what you mean there, Peter. I was like, what? What's he on about? Right. I want a gradient filter just to soften that out. Wunderbar. And probably one on here as well. And then we can just soften that foreground out just like so. Lovely. Lovely. Right, so if that's our base image, let's just crop that down to size. Let's just chop the bottom of there off. Okay. Maybe do a little bit of colour tweak before we head in, because these are quite warm colours. Excuse me. So if I just do a little bit of a There's not a lot of colour in this image, obviously. Out like fighting over a wench. Right, you're going to chop into the side a bit here. I think that's... Because it looked like I was kind of outside the edge of the frame there. Right, what was I? Bin this. Right, what I'm going to do is use a curves layer. And lighten it. Blue, and I'm going to take the blue away to make it a bit more yellow up the top. No, that's not working, Andy, you fool. You are a fool. Doesn't help I can't see. Can't see what I'm doing. Grey background, blue line. You can say wenches anywhere. It's who's in earshot, Simon. I'm lucky I can say wenches. Nobody's going to have an issue with me. Alright, yeah. Right, I think that'll do as a starter. That'll do as a starter. Right, so we want to go into Analog Fix Pro. Wherever that hides these days. There we go. Analog Fix Pro 2. PC. Well, to be honest, you know, they shouldn't really be hearing about what we're seeing. Because they'll be in the kitchen, surely. I don't mean it. To all you ladies watching, I don't mean it. It's only a joke. You might not like it by the end, Simon. It's a bit early for a swallow, surely. Isn't it? It was snowing 10 days ago. No, that doesn't look right. Ooh, hold on, this one looks maybe isn't quite nice. Not this one. There was a delay in me pressing the button. That one. At least take the colour off. Possibly. I think again, I'm having a lot of trouble recently with getting the colour right at the start to aid the process through. No negative space. But we like negative space. We like negative space. Look at this one. That one could be nice. Oh, that one could be nice. Oh, look at that one. There's barely anything to it. Just think for all the negative space. Lack of detail. I'm completely lost of what's going on in chat now. Is that not a good thing, Simon? Means you're still alive. Think about it that way. There's a few here that look pretty good from the initial, like the small preview. Probably won't stay that way. So, whereabouts were we? Yes, I think we've discounted this one that we're looking at the minute. I think. Yeah, because that was there. What's this one like? Too yellow. Not dead space, negative space. It's great. It makes Simon's brain go all twitchy when you make him look at the image for longer than he wants to. That's the whole purpose, is to catch the eye and draw to it. Okay, Peter. Jen's not here to control you, though. That's the only thing. I don't want you getting yourselves into trouble. My thumbnails always lie, Andrew. Right. I'm sure there's a few potentials here. Exactly, Peter. I've said this many times. Good evening, John. Not yet convinced. Looked like there was a few potentials looking like, yeah, this was one of the main ones, wasn't it? So we could have a bit of a look at this one to see how and where it might improve somewhere in the image. You get try to get a strong straight line. Easy for me to say. But it's a very monotone kind of image is the only thing. It's not the most exciting. But something like that could, I mean, yes, we've got a little bit of a line there, but have that about there. Yeah, we still need that a bit. Yeah, the contrast dropped, that's fine. Increase the detail a bit. Yeah, there's always lies on the back of the camera as well, Andrew. Yeah, it's always a disappointment when you think you've got at least one to work from, and you come back and you can't find that one because it's rubbish. I know that was the funny one, Peter. I wish I had a full resolution clip of it. Far too short. Where would I get the advertising revenue in 5 minutes though, Simon? Where's the fun in that? Yeah, let's take that out of there. Right. That's slightly duller edge to it. Yeah, colour-wise, I'm going to need to change. Try to work on something anyway. Right, so what else do we have? Right, I'm going to put this back into Photoshop and come back in. And it is. I'm sure you could program it to do it. I'm sure I'm not. I'm sure I'm not the worst for waffling. I'm sure there's others that do it even more proficiently than what I do. Right, let's back into Analog Effects Pro. Excuse me, been tired all day. Well, I'm saying tired. I've been yawning all day, which is a little bit strange because I did actually get quite a bit of sleep last night. Right, so down this list. What was the last one I used? Manchester, wasn't it? So there was this one. I was just gonna have a look at this one to see what this shape here brought. Not as much as what I thought. Yeah, no. It's just looking. Yeah, I still haven't even started going through the GoPro footage that I've made in Scotland. There's like 4 hours of it or something like that. Far too much. Ooh, now. If I can turn this blue. Stop yawning, Andy, man. Ooh, now. Do that. We go faded. Strong. And then this one, we don't want it as flat as that. Or do we? We want it darker down here. And we want blue to be, that's fine. And red we want to be, no. Want the red down here. These glasses are too big, falling off my nose. And this is going to be a fine balancing act. I thought when did I do? The waffles you get over here are completely different to the waffles you get in America. I think it was a TikTok I watched, and I was shocked. I thought the waffles you got over there were like potato waffles like we get, ones with squares, but they were like I think it was Americans like saying like things in the UK that are different, and there was you were like these are waffles. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like made out of potato. I'm like, yeah. So what's are your waffles not made out of potato as well? Yeah. What's your waffles made out of? When you go to the Waffle House, or whatever the hell it is. I just presumed that all waffles were waffles. Hey, this is quality stream time, this, isn't it? This is what this is what you pay for. This is what you come to stream for. To learn. Not about photography. But this is getting better. Right, basic adjustments. What's this on? Let's bring back to about 0. It's looking quite nice. Yes, we have pancakes. We have the mantra of Tuesday, which is like sometime in March or something, isn't it? Exactly, Alistair. Exactly. I have no idea what a Belgian waffle is, mate. I've just read the other bit of that. Very good, Andrew. Very good. Yeah, once a year you can have pancakes once a year because it's something to do with the monks and getting rid of butter or flour or something before they like starve themselves for 6 weeks or something for Easter. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. We don't have monks anymore, or not many. Why is this conversation going? Right. Okay, fair enough. You learn things every day. I like this in a way. I can run that back and have a look at that one. Any of these ones? That one. Good. There's a few options. Oh, yeah. Gods. Gonna have to come back into this again. Right, okay, let's okay this. So it exports it. Fair enough. Yes. Be careful what you wish for, Peter. But yeah, it's very strange, these differences between the words and the products and whatever. But yes, I thought, like, when you all went to the Waffle House, I thought it was like potato waffles were like with the holes in. But I like that. Literally, that was this week when I discovered that. Sorry, Kathleen. Sorry. Right, import this one. Oh, hurry up, man. Right, back to S. No. This one was the original one, wasn't it? Because it's 8:30. Been on an hour. Right, okay, so that one, yeah. That was good by itself. What's that one look like? Nah. Nah. Indeed, I am. Well, attempting to. Yes, apologies. Actually, this one's straight out of camera. Looks okay, but we're gonna have 27 versions of the same damn image, aren't we? If I carry on in this vein. So from here, I don't know where all this texture's come from. We drag this down. Where's this come from? Where's all that ISO noise come from as well, though? That's the only thing. Deep fried Mars bars. That's the way forward. Is that a Scottish thing? Why is there so much ISO noise on this version? Has it been pushed that hard? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it probably has actually. When you look at it like that. Very low exposure. Yeah, about there. It's raining outside. Very loud. Right, so if I hear. I should make this a rectangular thingy. Hoonging a whip or whatever it's called. Where do I want the light? Where is the light going to confuse Simon the most? Where do we put the negative space? Where do we make it really unbalanced? I think like here could be quite nice. There. Well, there, maybe. Oh, Scottish tablet. Somebody give us some of that once on a workshop. It was lovely. It was lovely. Yeah, ice cream on potato waffles. That sounds weird. Actually, ice cream on pancakes sounds a bit weird now. Anyways, probably getting into some bloody argument about race. Right, so that's another version. We're gonna be saving these for hours tonight, aren't we? See, there's some really. God, I make some good presets at times. See, this one looks quite good. If you haven't bought them yet, go and buy the presets. There's like 50 odd of them, I think. Maybe more now, can't remember. There's lots of them. Lots of choice. Which one am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to export this one first. Communication issues. Is this the confusion between types of waffle and the ice cream that goes on one type and not the other? No, I like Spike as well, Paul. Good point. Actually, I think this guy needs more darkness. No, we're back in. Right, so back into here. Oh no, it's going to be a big save again. Unless I delete all the making of layers, which I might. No, sir. Well, I don't anyway, Simon, because I've never had one of them. I'm just a country bumpkin. I have no knowledge of such things. Excuse me. No, there's not enough unbalancedness. There's a hint. Then there's this one where it's not attached to land on that side when it should be. That'll really confuse Simon's brain. Go back. Have to go back. Shoosh. Fried chicken and what? Fried chicken waffles sounds all right. It's already got the eyes twitching. I'm very sorry, but Simon, I don't mean to cause you harm. But yeah, we're going with this one. Yeah, we're going with this one. Just checking these other film types. Which one was the original? I've forgotten which one I started with. Is that one? Yeah, I think it was this one. Make it brighter. Not that much about there. Exactly, Andrew. We're not. It's all right, Dad. Full of dad jokes around the other night. So, Sergio, here's the question. Now, going by your name, I'm guessing you will probably unsubscribe and never come back. But pineapple on pizza? Question mark. Always controversial. I wish I could remember jokes. I'm so bad at remembering jokes. I just can't. Pineapple on pizza. How many subscribers can I lose? Actually, it's not my favourite pizza topping. Right, that's that one. Right, very quickly, I'm going to get rid of all these. Yeah, this one had the. This one was the one with the light and blend mode, wasn't it? It was. Heresy. Oh dear. What about sweet corn on a pizza then, Sergio? What do you think of that? Alright, so we're going to see what this version does. Because my favourite pizza topping, it was when I was at university anyway, at the pizza place that we always went to. My favourite was chicken and sweet corn. So good. It's why I ended up being like 18 stone. Because I discovered pizza at university. I got fat. I got very, very fat. And I've never been the same again since. Oh, Simon. What about the pickled onion thingy as well? On them cocktails. Oh, this is so, what, 1960s, 1970s type of thing? It's a bit chilly, that, Andrew. Right, what am I doing? Actually, I don't think this is actually going to work the way I was hoping. This particular one with the lighting. I thought there was going to be a bit more structure in it to do more with. But looking at this, there's not. So I think we will. What's this one like? Abandon this one. Yeah. Abandon this lighter version because there's not that much difference between this and the new versions. Right, so I'm going to save a lot of time, he says, waiting for the computer to catch up. I'm going to delete all the previous layers in the vain hope that we will shrink the file. 1.17 gig. Whee! Right, so I will do a. God, I've got 4 versions to save. File, save. And then we'll do this. We'll flatten and save as and all that kind of stuff. Baby Sham. God, that brings back the memories. Oh lordy. First was it even alcohol? You're drinking Baby Shams when you're about 10 years old. 4 rich teas. You're just being daft now, Simon. You're just being daft, surely. Right. So hopefully this will not take as long as what it did last week to do all the saving. We're up to 72%. We don't. It's not like over 3 gig, unlike last week. Shouldn't take long. I hope. We got up to 14 today. Right. 4 HTs into a cup. Can I fit? Yes, I can fit 4 HTs into there. There's no going back once you've tried it. Yeah, because it's in the bottom of the bloody cup, isn't it? Right, that's one version saved. So I'll hide that one. Flatten. This one's very not mucky, noisy. And I think it needs more and yeah, whatever. File, save as, do save. Hopefully not, Sergio. Hopefully not. But you're never sure. Let's flatten. File, save as. I think I might put one of these on Instagram tonight. Getting back into the habit of posting on a dead platform or a platform that seems to be dying. Typically me. Flatten. Save as. And 4. Save. Z. And actually, we'll do. Nah. Doesn't matter about that one. Right, so back to Lightroom, and we should have a few. Yes, we've got of these 4 lovelies. 4, 5. 4. That's how many you saved, wasn't it? Yes. Let's give these more ratings, up to 3. That's the way, Simon. Use your imagination. Oh, poor Simon. Really, after all this time, Peter should always be the fall guy. I think. Right. Do I? Yes, I do. I wish. Thing about since they changed the masking in Lightroom, it is so slow, so very slow. Right. So, where's the? I didn't want linear. I wanted the radial gradient, man. Oh man, it's so annoying. Right, that I want that lighter and bright. That I can just about take. And then I want to go down to effects. And stick a vignette around just to give a bit more drama to sky. Right, so that's one. I think I don't particularly like this. If I change some colour, we could. We could. Does anybody want to see it? We could go like that. nice bit of contrast like that. We go with the basic tab. Maybe not. Lift the highlights. He did indeed, Simon. I think I walked into the living room with about 5 minutes to go, and I was like, "Bloody hell, David Schwimmer is on Bake Off. What's he doing on Bake Off?" Was my first thing. But also, have you seen who the new presenter is going to be for Bake Off? I thought the whole point of having Bake Off was to have comedians present it. But no. We've got Alison Bloody Hammond presenting it. This series. Right, so we want... I haven't even thought about crops yet. Right, excuse me. Leave that there. Lift the whites, make it brighter. Clarity, drop that a little bit. Use the dehaze slider that kind of haze that out. Yeah, just the balance. Just the balance. Okay. My eye's starting to play tricks on us now. This one, I think, needs quite the tonal change. Maybe it's about there. No. See, this is where the magentas come in. I don't like it. We'll have it to about there. Make it sketchy. Make it lighter. See, it's all magenta on that slider there. And that's my issue with it. But it's better there. I think I would have to do some kind of whole tonal shift. I don't particularly want to do it. So this one needs a bit of contrast. A bit of brightness. Bit of dehaze. Not that much. Let's go to a -3. A little bit there. Now this is the one that should really make Simon tick. What the? Yes, sometimes I glance across the chart and I'm like, what have I walked in on? Right, so I want, yes, about there. Yes, about there. No. Oh, just like that. tone curve. Let's leave that around about. Yeah, let's leave that like around about there. Yeah, right. So that's the initial tweaks for these done. This one need to create a virtual copy. Why have you selected that? Thank you. Oh, maybe this one is the copy. Crop tool. I would like something for Instagram, please. We can have something simple like that. Maybe. Maybe. This one, I think, is a wide crop. So maybe it's about there. Again, a nice light. Not much ink needed for these. Quite economical. I think this one's definitely a kind of a wide crop. Let's just make a copy. Possibly. So, Peter, is everything broken now? Yes, more watch time, Simon. More watch time. Make sure you sit through the adverts as well. At least I'm providing entertainment to you, I think. Right, I think I can actually some slight tweaks here. Not detailed, didn't mean that one. I did change that one by hand. Right, so yeah, I think a wide crop for that. One, where is it there? I think that works as a wide. Maybe we need to try a square crop. Something like that. So you can just get the hill in there. Castle, you get the background, and you've got plenty of room for light and stuff. Maybe it's not. Almost works as a square. It's not perfect. It'll do for Instagram though. But the trick is you don't actually sell it like this. You just use it as promotion. Stop looking for cats. At least there's not a rabbit here, Peter. Did it like pineapple on its pizza? Right, so this one. I'm not sure about this one. I think it's a bit too much. So we're gonna forget about this one. Right. So yeah, we've got a square crop of that. Long one of that. Long one of that. Square crop of that. I actually, looking at them now, I think maybe this version is the favourite. I might have to have words with Jen, and she can add something to do with the rabbits to the chat bot thing. It'll cost you more money every week. Right, yeah, I think that one is done. I think I like this one the best. It's taken a bit of effort to get there. It's taken a bit of effort, and it's taken longer than normal. An hour and a half. All I can say, guys, is since you've been so busy in chat, hopefully you enjoy the replay. But yeah, right, I think I might post one of these on Instagram later. Trying to keep that going. Maybe it's even on Twitter as well. Who knows? The one I just... Isn't that always the way, Andrew? Isn't that always the way? This one. I just... There's parts of it I like. But generally I just don't... I think it would take quite a lot of work to get something back. So... Oh well. When it comes down to it, it's my show. So... You will just have to accept it. Right, presenting. More restful on the eyes. Yes, but does it catch the eye, and does it make you watch it longer for Simon? That is the thing. Right then, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a lovely stream. Really enjoyed it. Thank you for your company. Thank you for entertaining yourselves in chat. Like I say, hopefully you enjoy the replay to watch actually what was going on. But big thanks for watching, and we will see you next week, which might be more Scotland stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm clutching at straws yet, but it wasn't the best of trips for productivity. Not as much as what I thought it would be. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we're editing next week. But yeah, hopefully see you then. Until then, have a fantastic week. If you've enjoyed the stream, please do leave it a like. Always helps massively. If you also interested and you're not already, there is the Patreon membership and the YouTube membership you can join for extras and stuff. Actually, if you are on the Patreon or YouTube membership, this Friday will be the monthly Zoom chat, because next Friday is like the end, it's like the last day of the month, and I don't know what's happening next week, so I'm going to try to do that this week. I will send out messages and links and stuff, so keep an eye on your emails, you Patreon people. And yeah, I think that's it for the rest of the week. Confused what day it is, even though it's obviously Tuesday, but it feels like it should be about Thursday. It's been one of them weeks already. It certainly did get us out of the house. It did. Grand. Right. I will not keep you any longer. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next week. Until then, keep it hard. See yous.